Barry Johnson for president. Such a beautiful day today I had to share with you. Uh, this is the town of my birth, Bemidji, Minnesota. This is Bemidji Lake. Many times as a young man I fished here. The water is so fresh and clean and clear. There are a few lakes. I know of a couple in Oregon, but not many throughout the South that aren't all muddied up. So it's a very beautiful, pristine area. It's been a real pleasure to come back here and visit again. I feel honored in this country to still be able to run for president. You don't know how perilously close we are coming to men not being able to run for president of this country. I've had a few inside tips from DC and know firsthand the dangers that we're facing today. We're facing dangers that we've never faced in this country before. Oh, yes, there was a civil war, and yes, it was a real battle. But we're facing something far more subversive today because there's more sources. The reasons there's more sources today than ever is because of weak President Obama. You may recall that I've met him twice. I didn't like his circumstances, and the Secret Service agent didn't like the circumstances either. But because of that, I'm driven to run for president because I know the difference between a good president that cares about we the people and that cares that it's in God we trust and allow complete religious freedom in this country so you can choose for yourself. Those are the founding liberties of our country and what made us great. Any person that denies that doesn't know what they're talking about. But the reason I'm making this video today was there was a little snippet of news on Twitter. The EU is accepting the Bitcoin without taxation. Now, I don't accept the Bitcoin on any basis at all. I mean, it's fine if it was monopoly money. I don't even like the Disney dollar because it takes away from the American dollar. There's no real reason for it. But some wonder if Disney isn't trying to take over the world too. But the Bitcoin undermines the American dollar, and that's all there is to it. It's corrupt. It's Las Vegas corrupt or Chicago corrupt because people make empires and lots of money dealing in the Bitcoin because it's unregulated and because if you're a good hacker, you can hack out all the Bitcoins you want. I believe the government's letting it run so that programmers and people in programming will understand that the Crystal Palace is what I call it, the entire web, at least that portion which is made to the entire public, isn't a good replacement of the telephone. In the old days, you could call Sears or Walmart, Montgomery Wards, and order what you wanted over the phone. And that's probably all we ever should have had. But some of these modern conveniences are putting us in dangers that we've never had before. Even the government can't deal with it. Hillary couldn't protect herself over the emails. And I believe she was wrong to have her own server. But now the CIA director is in the same trouble. If the CIA can't protect themselves, how are we, the people, going to protect ourselves? Now, our nation's at World War III because there is no coalition. Russia and China put their powers together, which is fine. I think they're kind of doing the right thing, taking out ISIL right now. But it doesn't matter who we take out in the Mideast. Some Arab power will raise up and try to take the whole world over. That's why I've called for Arab responsibility. Every strongly developed military nation has to back away from Saudi Arabia and let them take care of themselves. But we also have to have disarmament along with that. We can't keep giving them the latest, greatest weapons because they're going to try to destroy the whole world. And I don't care if you're Malaysia, Iceland, England, Spain, Greece, Norway, the Netherlands. It doesn't matter. They're going to come after all of us. And they're not going to be happy until it's only them. Now that's like a cancer. It invades your body and it's going to take your life. Well, we got to say no. I said no when I had cancer, and it was cured right in front of the urologist's eyes. He got so upset he wound up getting fired because he started cussing me out. The reason I watch things like the Bitcoin and not being taxed by the euro is because I still remember Nasser in the Mideast. You hear me? I've been watching this thing all this time. I helped Gaddafi's second wife come to this country, just as I helped Chuck Colson get out of jail for Watergate. Now, it's interesting to add this up today, but if you look at Hillary's involvement in Watergate when she got fired from the Watergate panel for lying, and now she's facing another panel about her emails. Do you see the ironic similarity? Now, Nixon was wrong to do what he did, and he was wrong trying to hide it. But Hillary is 10 times longer in a 10-time longer trial, and she's giving leniency when she wouldn't give any to Nixon. People, it does matter. Democrats want to be hard on their neighbors, but they don't want to be hard on themselves. That's why our country is falling into lawlessness. It's a very simple policy. So anyway, this is Barry Johnson for president. I hope you like this video.